What's going on YouTube? KoD here, bringing you another episode of KoD Talks. Before we get started into it, make sure you check out my new series that I'm starting up. It's going to be on Tuesdays. It's going to be replacing Tuesday's video for, KoD Talks. But it's going to be a Minecraft series I'm starting up. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you check it out. And also make sure you check out Faz's video every Sunday, Challenge Faz. He's going to take a gun that he's been challenged to use and play with it in whatever game mode he's challenged in. If he's not challenged to a game mode, he's going to just play free for all. See how many kills he can get, see how good of a game he can get. So make sure you check those two out. And let's go ahead and get started into it. Today, I'm talking about money. So money is like the root of all evil. You've heard that before. You've heard that money is the root of all evil and money can't buy happiness. But money can buy happiness. But that doesn't mean that it's not evil. You can have a lot of money and with that money buy a lot of things that you enjoy. And that's what makes you happy, is doing things that you enjoy. And doing it with people that you enjoy doing it with. So, you can find somebody that you enjoy doing things with, and then if you have a lot of money, you two or you three or you five, you 10, whatever, you can have a whole entourage of people. It doesn't matter how many people you have. But you can then do things that you enjoy with that money. So to say that money doesn't buy happiness is not necessarily true. But money is evil, and that is true. Because people will do anything for money. People will, rob people for money. People will steal to sell things for money. People will lose who they are as a person in search of money. And it's ridiculous that the world that we live in, we've created a money system that we could just basically expand at any point that we want. There's no real cap to how much money we can produce in a given year. And it's just a concept. It's not really, like, money has no value. The green dollars that you have in your pocket have no real value. And I read something earlier. I don't know how true it was. I was scrolling through on Facebook. It was probably an article I seen. But it's only something like 3% of the world's money, or I'm sorry, not the world, but 3% of America's money is actually in dollar form. And it's only something like 10 or 15% of it is actually backed by silver, which is where the original concept for money came from. We had a shit ton of silver and we had a shit ton of gold, and we put a value per ounce on that gold, or on that silver. And so each ounce was worth a certain amount. So if I had an ounce of gold, I could then give that to the bank, and then they would give me, say $500. And then I could take that $500 and go spend it on different things and buy different things with it. Which, it makes it easier to buy and sell things, because then you don't have to chip away gold or silver while you're standing in line to weigh out to the exact amount of whatever somebody says something is worth. But now, we don't even have the gold or silver to back that. We just basically make up a number. They raise the debt ceiling every year because we're more and more and more in debt. Right now, the country is something like $13 trillion in debt or something like that. But how are we going to get that money? How do we keep becoming more and more in debt? Is somebody giving us more money? No, we're printing more of it. We're making more money and then not making money less valuable. So eventually the bubble's going to pop, and eventually whoever we owe that money to is going to say, that's enough. I'm not going to lend you any more money, and you got to start paying me back, and if you don't, I'm probably going to start killing you. And that's when China's going to come over with their tens of thousands of billions of people, and they're going to invade, and it's going to be World War III all over again, and civilization as we know it isn't going to be what you think that it should be. Because as Americans, we live on a cloud. We live in a dream. We don't really understand the concept of, what's going to happen when we don't pay back the money that we've borrowed from other countries. And it's crazy how we could borrow money from another country, but where are they getting it from? You know, and where, if they're borrowing it from somebody, where are they getting it from? There's no real value to money. Money only has the value of what you believe it does. So because I have some bills in my wallet right now, I have a 5, a 10, a 20, a 50, and a $100 bill. Those bills are all made of the same material, but the numbers on them are what make them worth something. So if I were to change the numbers, would that change its worth? No, because then we've added in, counterfeiting precautions and things like that to stop people from doing that. Because we forced money to have a value. We have conditioned people to believe that money has a value. And we've basically eliminated the barter system, which in my eyes, that's the way that it should be. It should go back to you barter for things. That was when you had something that somebody else wanted, and they had something that you wanted, so you traded, whether it be a good or a service or whatever. Say you were a farmer and you grow wheat, and somebody wants some wheat to bake it into bread. But you're not just going to give them the wheat for free and say, here, friend, this is yours. Which, I mean, in an ideal society, that's the way that it would be, is, I have enough of something that I can sustain giving some to you, and then, out of the generosity of my heart, I give that to you. But that's never going to happen. And neither is bartering again either. But whatever, it's a concept that I have that, well, not a concept that I have, but it's a concept that used to be, and now we've went to money because fuck it, whatever. But I had wheat and they had a cow, and I wanted that cow because then I could get milk to feed my newborn child or something. I don't know. I don't really know where I was going with that, but you understand what I'm saying, that I have wheat, so I'm going to give them my wheat in exchange for a cow. Now, they're not going to take one straw of wheat for a whole cow, so I have to make it worth their while. And then say that they have, they get enough wheat from me that they don't need it all. They can go and trade that to somebody else to plow their land or take care of their cows. It's a give and take. It's a barter system. You have to have something in order to earn something. Where in, it's the American economy, you don't have to have anything to earn money. You don't have to be in possession of shit, and yet you can earn money. And you don't have to give a service for it. You don't have to give a good for it. There are times where you're just given money from the government, and then we end up more and more in debt because we're paying people for doing nothing. We're paying people for giving nothing, and it's gonna eventually blow up in our face. And even the richest of people are going to be left with nothing because money can't buy everything. I guess that's where the term money can't buy happiness comes from, because it really can't. When it comes time for us to own up for all the debt that we're in, even the richest are going to fall. But this video is getting ready to wrap up. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, leave a comment below. Let me know how you feel about money, because like I said, I need it, but I don't really like it. I want it, but I don't want too much of it, because too much of it would probably make me an evil person. Make sure you check out my Minecraft video on Tuesday, check out Faz's video on Sunday, and until next time, I'm KoD F0ot. Later.